Woman killed by vehicle while crossing road in St. Thomas. A woman has died after she was hit by a vehicle while crossing the road along Cottage Pen in St. Thomas Friday afternoon. The police have not yet released her name, as some family members have not yet been notified of her death. Head of the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch Assistant Commissioner of Police, Dr. Gary McKenzie, said the accident happened about 3:50 p.m. He said the woman, who is from the area, was taken to the Princess Margaret Hospital, where she was pronounced dead while undergoing treatment. McKenzie confirmed that the driver involved in the accident is now in police custody. The police are trying to gather some evidence from people and so on. That is the situation at the moment, he stated. So far this year, 236 people have died in road accidents, compared with the 234 during the same period last year. Police still pursuing leads in Cherry Tree mass shooting case. The Jamaica Constabulary Force (JCF) says almost a year after the tragic Cherry Tree Lane murders in Clarendon, the investigation remains active, with the police pursuing additional leads. 3 days after the August 11, 2024 shooting, one of the alleged perpetrators, 23-year-old Steve Smith, otherwise called Tico, of Osborne Store, Clarendon, was fatally shot during an alleged confrontation with police. 2 additional suspects were arrested and charged on August 21, 2024, with 8 counts of murder, 8 counts of wounding with the use of firearm, shooting with intent, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and possession of a prohibited weapon. In a media release on Thursday, the JCF said it was reaffirming its commitment to securing justice for the victims and their families as the 1-year anniversary of the incident approaches. The JCF said forensics are being analyzed in pursuit of any additional leads in the case. In the meantime, the police are urging anyone with information that could assist in the investigation to call Crime Stopper 311, the National Intelligence Bureau at 811, or the nearest police station. On August 11, 2024, about 8:45 p.m., a group of men in a Toyota motor vehicle drove up at a birthday party in Cherry Tree Lane community and opened fire on the attendees. The police were alerted, and upon their arrival, they saw several individuals with gunshot wounds. These victims were taken to hospital, where 8 were pronounced dead, including a 7-year-old child. Others were treated for their injuries. The shooting claimed the lives of 57-year-old Errol Stewart, 50-year-old Lawrence Francis, 40-year-old Margaret Bonner, 32-year-old Jerome Booth, 26-year-old Cavill Daly, 20-year-old Diamond Bennett, 7-year-old Aidan Bartley, and Courtney Messam. The accused in the case are 33-year-old Leighton White, otherwise called Bant, of Havana Heights, Clarendon, and 28-year-old Deshane Smalling, otherwise called Snowman, of North Street, Clarendon. The case was last heard in the Home Circuit Court on May 29, 2025. Both accused remain in custody, and the next mention of case is scheduled for November 6, 2025. Political commentator Linton Garden says he expects Prime Minister Holness to speak on policies and projects and announce the election date at Sunday's mass rally. Political commentator Linton Garden has indicated that he expects to hear what policies and projects will be pursued by the Jamaica Labour Party when party leader Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness speaks at a mass rally in Kingston on Sunday. Garden, like others, also expect that the Prime Minister will be announcing the date for the next general election. In response to concerns that the election may be held during school time, Mr. Garden pointed out that students missing 1 day of classes will not impact the teaching-learning process.
What I expect to be done is that the Prime Minister will outline a slew of policies that he will be pursuing should his party be the victors in the upcoming election. And then he will have a succession of spokespersons doing 2 things. 1, highlighting his achievement over the past 9-10 years in government. And 2, highlighting the policies and projects that will be pursued, including the several recently announced and ribbon-cutting projects that have been brought to the fore. And then there will be a third category of speakers who will be blasting the opposition, highlighting their inefficiency, their unsuitability, and their unpreparedness for government. And at the height of all of that, when the crowd is fully energized, the Prime Minister will find at a convenient point and time to announce nomination date and election date. Two things. The Prime Minister might very well hold the election before the commencement of school, and that can be done. But even if it is held during school, I think one day dislocation or a first week dislocation in the school year should not be significantly problematic. And it will be up to the parties to carry out their campaign activities and their various meetings in a way that they do not dislocate, disturb, and interfere with the operation of the schools.
Horton twins awarded for their contribution to art and culture in St. James. For twin brothers, Vinton and Dwayne Horton, music is more than a profession. It's a lifelong calling rooted in purpose, passion, and a commitment to serve through the arts. That unwavering dedication is recognized when they received the Mayor's Special Spirit of Independence Award in the field of arts and culture during the Independence flag raising and civic ceremony held on August 6 at Sam Sharp Square in Montego Bay, St. James. The event was hosted by the St. James Municipal Corporation in collaboration with the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission (JCDC) as part of Jamaica's Emancipendence celebrations. Described as household names in the music industry in St. James, the brothers were honored for their decade-long in unearthing, nurturing, and exposing music talent across the parish. The brothers have used every platform available to train, mentor, and inspire individuals from institutions such as Sam Shop Teachers College, Jamaica Youth Orchestra, and Youth Jamaica Ensemble. This is selfless work that we do for our students, whether they're in classrooms or in our communities. And so, I'm happy to be honored on behalf of them, Vinton said in an interview with reporters afterwards. We have worked tirelessly, not only in schools but in communities, to ensure that our students are given equal opportunities to engage in musical activities everywhere, he added. Duane, who was previously a music teacher at Herbert Marcy Technical School, is now an immigration officer, has remained deeply connected to music alongside his professional role. My full-time job is not music, but I still contribute to that era through mentorship and by helping students, whether it's performing or academics. Somebody was watching, and they appreciate our work, he noted. The brothers' journey began in primary school when their mother, a teacher, enrolled them in piano lessons. She sent us the piano lessons to keep us out of trouble, Duane recalled with a laugh, adding that a few decades later, this is where we are. For Vinton, the influence of early mentors helped solidify his path. Professor Judith Grimes, Carl Matthews, and Vivian are very instrumental in shaping my direction. They influence everything I do now and continue to do, he noted. Among their signature efforts is the annual Sons of the Season concert, which marks its 25th anniversary in 2023. We started at Sam Sharp 25 years ago. The last year Christmas show was held at the Iberia Star. It has become a stable event for Christmas in St. James, Vinton noted. The brothers have since launched the Western Jamaica Youth Orchestra, a project designed to give students across Western Jamaica free access to instruments and musical instruction. There are more than enough talent in the West to pull this off. Our goal is to build a 100-piece orchestra in Montego Bay by the end of 2025, and it's all being done at no cost to the students. Everything for the instruments to instruct is free, Vinton explained. Supported by Saunders Foundation and Sweetwater Blossom Foundation, the initiative is already active in several high schools and is being developed in a full-scale region orchestra. Despite their different career paths, the brothers remain united in their mission. Sometimes the work that we doesn't bear fruit immediately, but you go onto the road and you hear a student you thought, or you come back and say, "Sir, remember when you did teach me this, and it make everything worth it," Vinton explained. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.